And UN envoy urges Syrian sides to preserve truce. Welcome back. The news in details. Saudi Arabia's King Salman bin Abdulaziz wrapped up a rare 5-day visit to Egypt. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi paid farewell to King Salman at the airport. The two leaders held summit talks during the visit covering all regional and international issues of mutual concern. Concluding his visit, Saudi King Salman bin Abdulaziz received on Monday the honorary doctorate from Cairo University. Cairo University held a ceremony to mark the occasion. The ceremony was attended by Prime Minister Sharif Ismail, a number of ministers, high-ranking officials and dignitaries. Head of the Cairo University, Dr. Geber Nassar, addressed the gathering, welcoming Egypt's great guests and reviewing reasons for granting King Salman the honorary doctorate. Speaking in the ceremony, the king expressed his deep appreciation for receiving the honorary degree and for the role played by Cairo University in enriching the Arab nation scientifically. The Saudi king received the honorary doctorate as a leading international figure with a clear impact on the Arab and international arenas. Saudi King Salman started on Thursday his first official visit to Egypt since ascending to the throne. During his 5-day visit, Egypt and Saudi Arabia signed 30 cooperation agreements to boost relations between the two countries. The king also became the first Saudi monarch to address the Egyptian parliament. Saudi Foreign Minister Ahmed al-Jubair said that the visit reflected the depth and the strength of the two countries' relations, adding that cooperation between Egypt and Saudi Arabia serve the interests of the whole Arab nation. Togolese President hailed President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi's initiative to boost the Egyptian-African cooperation in a bid to achieve development for all African countries. This came during the Togolese president's meeting with Egyptian Businessmen Society. Gnassingbé Baye said that his country will support cooperation with Egypt and will encourage businessmen from both countries to increase trade and investments projects. The Togolese president also noted that joint bilateral cooperation to deepen economic and trade relations between both countries will be reflected on all African nations. Grand Imam of Al-Azhar, Dr. Ahmed Al-Taib, met on Monday with Togolese President Faure Gnassingbé, currently visiting Egypt. The meeting focused on Al-Azhar's attempts at putting back on track the true image of Islam and refuting any misguided notion of Islam. The meeting also reviewed Al-Azhar's role in countering the terrorism and extremism, as well as means of dissipating any misguided knowledge about Islam and the African continent. Grand Imam of Al-Azhar noted that Al-Azhar institution is a representative for moderate Islam to the whole world. Prime Minister Sharif Ismail held a ministerial meeting on preparations for the upcoming visit by French President François Hollande. Ismail discussed cooperation agreements expected to be signed during the visit. During the meeting, the Prime Minister stressed the importance of the agreements and the need to implement the planned deals in the economic, industrial and trade fields, as well as boosting cooperation in the fields of scientific and vocational training. Prime Minister Sharif Ismail also met on Monday with United Arab Emirates Ambassador to Cairo, Mohammed bin Nokhaira al-Zahiri, marking the end of his mission. Cabinet spokesman Hossein Qawish said that the ambassador thanked the Prime Minister for his efforts in boosting the Egyptian-UAE relations. Parliament Speaker Ali Abdel met on Monday with the Cypriot Speaker Yannikis Omiru and the accompanying delegation. Dr. Abdel hailed the Cypriot official visit as important, adding that it reflects the deep Egyptian-Cypriot economic and political relations. Parliament Speaker also thanked Cypriot authorities for its efforts to end the hijacked Egyptian plane crisis. For his part, the Cypriot Parliament Speaker said that Egypt is the main key for stability in the Middle East, adding that Cypriot Parliament members will be ambassadors to the European Parliament for Egypt's role in fighting terrorism. Foreign Minister Sameh Shoukry met on Monday with the Commissioner General of the United Nations Relief and Works Energy for Palestinian Refugees, UNRWA, Pierre Karenba. where they discussed recent developments concerning Palestinian refugees in addition to cooperation between Egypt and the agency. The UN senior official told reporters after the meeting that they also discussed the situation in Gaza and the West Bank, as well as the latest developments in Syria. Shukri is set to meet Cypriot Parliament Speaker Omiro Yannikis, who is currently visiting Egypt. In their meeting held at the Foreign Ministry headquarters, the two leaders will discuss the special ties between Cairo and Nicosia in several fields, as well as regional and international issues of mutual concern. Shukri will also meet a delegation from U.S. Chamber of Commerce to discuss relations between both sides in economic and trade areas and means of boosting them. Court sentenced on Monday former Agriculture Minister Salah Hilal to 10 years in prison for corruption. The sentence came months after his arrest for receiving bribes. Hilal had been detained in September after being told to step aside amid a corruption scandal. The UN peace envoy to Syria on Monday said in Damascus that an upcoming round of negotiations in Geneva aimed at ending the country's 5-year war would be crucially important. Staffan de Mistura told reporters after meeting Foreign Minister Walid al-Muallim that the Geneva talks' next phase are crucial, important,